What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to NoLifeTilMetal. It's time for a big edition of The Mail. That's right. It's time for an edition of The Mail. This edition of The Mail is brought to you by NoiseSpektrum in Canada. I want to say California, but he's from Canada. He's been a good friend of mine for solid 3-4 years since I've been in the VC. Does videos. A huge hard rock and metal fan like myself. Definitely check out his channel if you haven't already. I keep wanting to say his name, but NoiseSpektrum is just a cool cat, and I think if you enjoy my channel, you're going to enjoy his channel. He does some different things that I do. He does like label collections, and he focuses on some Canadian artists and stuff like that. So you get a little more than you're going to get with just my channel. But anyhow, I just got out of the shower. My hair's still wet. There's not even any music on in the background, which is weird. But I just wanted to get this box open so bad. So I already opened it up. Haven't peeked inside. Really have no idea what's in here, with the exception of maybe one thing that he mentioned that he might have an extra copy of, which I'm super excited about if it isn't here. Okay, first of all, we have this is Brave Words of Bloody Knuckles with Sabbath on the cover. Love old metal magazines, and this one is no exception. It's not even opened yet, so what is this one from? Is there a date on here somewhere? April 2007. So a 10-year-old heavy metal magazine, still sealed. So it's not going to stay sealed, unfortunately, because I like to look through them and read them. Okay, there's a shirt in here. I'm going to save that till last. This is the one I was hoping that he said he would have an extra one, and he did. So this is fantastic. I know it might be silly, but I've been looking for this compilation forever. I'm sure everybody remembers the Metal for Breakfast compilation that had this same guy eating a bowl of metal bearings with milk in it, and that compilation was everywhere in the 80s. And basically, they put out a second one, but it was only released in Canada, so it wasn't easy to find. In fact, I've had a cassette copy for a long time, but finding a vinyl copy has proven to be difficult. And frankly, it's not that rare in Canada, but it's very rare here, so very glad to have it. But this compilation it's not like obscure bands, it's all well-known bands, but you get Razor, from Canada. That's not one you're going to hear on most compilations. Mixed with Dio, Kick-Axe, Ted Nugent, Y&T, Rush, Aerosmith, Quiet Riot, Judas Priest, Lee Aaron, Crocus, and Kim Mitchell, Go For A Soda. So, you'd call it Metal for Breakfast, but Kim Mitchell, Go For A Soda, just a great heavy or hard pop song, really. It's a cool record. I like it, and I'm glad to finally have the second edition. I don't think they ever did a Metal for Dinner. They should have, but very cool. Wonder what this guy looks like now. Anyhow, thank you, NoiseSpektrum. Let's see what else is in here. Hi, Roxy. My puppy came to see me. You want to see everybody? Come on up, Roxy. There you go. Here's Roxy. You guys might remember her when she was a little teeny puppy from about a year ago. I did a video, and this is Roxy now. I'll go. Okay. Watch out, let me finish my video, and then we can go play. She likes to play, still. Okay, there's some CDs in here. This is DBC, unreleased, so this must be 1995 unreleased recording. So this is actually I would imagine, just like a bootleg, so very cool. DBC were kind of, if I recall, I haven't heard them in a while. I do have something by them, a few things by them, but if I recall, they were kind of like a crossover thrash band from Canada. Man, I have to dig some of their stuff out now because I really can't remember. It's been that long. There is a few more CDs in here. Let's see. We got. They were in sleeves, but they kind of fell out in shipping. So we got Entropy, which I don't know. I'm assuming from the look and the name, it's going to be thrash. And knowing NoiseSpektrum, this is probably Canadian thrash metal. This is Kingfish Sky, and this looks to be, this is a compilation, and it features Testament, Worldane, Avantasia. Let's see who other bands I know on here. Meshuggah, Wings of a Plague, Sworn Enemy. What else is on here? In Flames, Babylon Mystery Orchestra. Don't know that one. This one came with a little sign on it for my fellow guitar pick collector. And yes, I am a guitar pick collector. This is awesome. Oh, wow. Not only do we get a autographed Diamond Head promo flyer, but there is a Diamond Head guitar pick on there, and not something you're going to find, especially on this part of the globe. So that's really awesome. I had no idea that he was going to send that. Wow. So very cool. Yeah, I've actually done a video of some of my guitar picks in the past. If you're interested, I'll try and remember to put a link up. I also collect old pins, metal pins. I don't know if you can see any in the background, but there are some over here and over there and up there and over there. I got them all over the place, and this one says Stained Class on it. Very cool. The rest of this stuff, I really have no idea. Like I said, he didn't... Oh, this is so cool. This is... I remember him showing this, and I've never owned this album. I think this is just old school metal. SYE Psy, Wings of Change. Sorry, I'm looking at it, not showing you guys. But I'm just fascinated by stuff like, you know, these... This is definitely a, you know, an indie pressing. But yeah, I remember him showing this, but I've never heard it, never owned it. So very cool, some new music to listen to today. I'm actually off from work today, which is cool, so I get a chance to listen to some tunes. I'm sorry, I get like all geeked out and start looking at this stuff, and I think this last LP you will need from these guys. Whatever it is. It's hidden in a bag, so you didn't want me to see this. Oh yeah, he's right. This is Moxie, a tribute to Buzz Shearman, and I did not have this particular Moxie album. I have most of their stuff on either vinyl or CD or both, but did not have this one. This is not one that's really easy to find. This was released on, I believe, on a very small label. Might even have been an indie label. A-Head. And I can't see the year on here. Let's see. Can't remember the year. But, yeah, the A-Head label. And let's see if I can see the year on here. Do not see a year on here anywhere. So, regardless, Moxie, very cool Canadian hard rock band. You might have seen me in the past wearing a Moxie shirt. Great band. Super underrated in the United States. And there's one more in here. He said this last EP, and this is not last because there's another one in here. This is a vinyl upgrade, and it comes in a Sonic Boom Records bag. Well taped. Oh yes, this is Rammer. He had sent me the, he says vinyl upgrade, but if I'm not mistaken, he sent me the CD. Oh, he didn't, A vinyl upgrade. Well, it is an upgrade because it's vinyl rather than CD. Regardless, I like both vinyl and CDs, so this is really cool. This is thrash metal, and this is really good thrash metal. This is an EP, 4-song EP from 1999. Let me see if I can find a year on here. Oh, I was off. 2003, off by 4 years. So, and again, a Canadian band. Looks like they're from Toronto, and Slasher Records. Yeah, Rammer, great stuff. Really glad to have this one. So I'm not sure how you found this, but that's awesome. I owe you big time. And there's one more in here. This is a really big package. I was expecting one LP Metal for Breakfast. So this LP, this is overwhelming. So this is their last album, it says. And what is in here? If I just showed his address by mistake, I didn't realize it was on this box. I will blur it out. So it's in a box and in a bag. So he really wanted me to work for this one. If I have some time, I'm going to probably put some clips of some of this music in here. Oh, wow. Yes, this is awesome. This is another Canadian band, Sacrifice, thrash metal band. This is a more recent album. I've never even seen this one. Love the artwork. It's actually the same artist who's done the last couple Believer albums. The ones I Condemn. 2009 Sacrifice. This is War on Music, which is a Canadian label. This is killer. This package is unbelievable. So I put the t-shirts aside and I forgot all about them because I wanted to show those last. So here's it's a black. It's a Spinal Tap shirt. You see, it's black, and it's got a backside too. It's black. None more black. It's inside out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, very cool. Canadian rockers, Gatto. I love Gatto. So kind of pompy, hard rock. Definitely a well-known band in Canada. Unfortunately, not a well-known band here. I'm not sure why, because they're a really good band. Not metal, not really metal. I'd say they're more on the hard rock, more along the lines of like a Cheap Trick. So if you like, the heavy rock of 70s Cheap Trick, you might enjoy Gatto as well, because they kind of have that heavy vibe with kind of a, power pop, almost sleazy at times sound. So this is Gatto, and what does it say on the front of it? Through time since 1975. And I think Gatto, I do have all their albums now on vinyl. And I have one of their albums on CD that was not released on vinyl. And then we have another Inside Out t-shirt, another Spinal Tap shirt. This goes along with the Entropy. This goes along with the CD he sent to me. So I'm assuming a thrash band, and as soon as I listen to it, this will be a shirt I can wear. I don't wear shirts by bands that I haven't heard, it's kind of weird, but since I have the music and the shirt, looking forward to wearing this metal gem loud and proud. So, man, NoiseSpektrum, really appreciate it. Sorry I said your name a couple times. I know I told you last video I wouldn't, and I did it again, but you're my brother, so I intend to say it all the time, but that's okay. I'll just I'll just bleep it all out. So I appreciate you all watching me geeking out, open up with some records. I'm going to try and get and put a couple clips on the end here. So enjoy. God bless. Stay strong.